Okay, hopefully that's all good now. I'm not sure with what's going on at the moment. There seems to be sort of pretty tricky getting through. So fingers crossed. Yep, seems to be live. Cool, brilliant. All I need to know. So let's have a look and see who's actually here. Hi Lady Blind Wolf, how are you? Hopefully you can hear me okay. Now, tea light, what I'm going to light. Right. How are you? Hopefully it's all a-okay. I know it's a bit slow. It keeps dropping. And I did try Prism, but it just wouldn't connect for me. For some reason. Right, so what decks am I going to use? Hadn't decided yet. Oh. Right. This is a tarot deck I created. Alive, yes. We are all alive. Goodness. So this is a deck I created myself. This is a tarot deck called Journey to the Crossroads. Now let's see if I can get this lighting right. It's hard with my little flat to get the lighting. I always find that it gets too bright or... Well, that's better, isn't it? Okay. Hopefully that's okay. So this is a deck I created myself. It's called Journey to the Crossroads. I made it with pastels on black paper, and then printed it out through Make Playing Cards. So the one card we're thinking about here is the Emperor. Being in control of our journey, being a leader. Oh yeah, brilliant, Lady Blind Wolf. What a great idea. So it's all about being in control of your journey. And then the oracle deck that goes with it, called Journey to the Crossroads Oracle. Let's have a look. Oh, there could be a lot of secrets and things going on. Like a lot of things are hidden, not being spoken of. But things will come into fruition. There are some things, or maybe some secrets will come into fruition. Feeling isolated. Hi Lisa. And just needing to have faith and belief in your journey. So I'm just doing a bit of a collective reading at the moment, just sort of going through, just showing you what some of my decks that I've made. So another deck I've made is a friend printed out for me, and I have got the actual deck which I actually want printed out on Make Playing Cards, but I haven't got round to doing it yet. So let's see what card comes out. Here we have Page of Air. So it's like we're seeking the truth, always looking for the truth, the facts of the situation, which is important. And we've got 6 of earth, so it's like we need to give to others unconditionally. Don't expect things in return. And 2 of earth, know what's prioritized, what's important. And king of air is to think deeply. I get that a sense of like thinking deeply, make plans, you know, find solutions, that sort of thing. Okay, Vesta's Art Oracle deck that I also had printed out. Grab some food. Okay, good idea. Eat. Eating's important. Whoa, okay. So let's see what came out. Yes, it can feel a bit like an eye in the storm. Sometimes there might be moments of calmness, but don't forget the chaos and stuff that's going out. Health and nutrition, healing, that's all part of it. Make sure you're eating well. Know that there's people watching over you and are ready to support you on your journey. And to make sure that you take care of your energy. Energy is important. So that's Vesta's Art Oracle deck. Okay, and then some other decks that I've made, which are part of decks, basically, is the animals. Now, there's 2 sizes here because they're part of other decks that I made, but you can grab the animal deck from Make Playing Cards if you wanted to. So let's have a look. We've got sheep, so it's like be careful about being a follower, but sometimes it's important to follow others. Sometimes it's important to follow the rules. And you've got chameleon, which is like being camouflaged, like being hidden away, maybe not being always completely seen. And here you've got the lion, so it might be times when you need to sort of roar or search. It could be like searching for help, searching for food. So let's see. And dogs, being loyal and be careful with your friends and stuff. So that's some of the decks. Let's have a look. Get rid of this, otherwise they start to get a bit too on top of each other. That's showing you some of the decks that I made, and then I made some decks for myself, but just with my artwork. So I'm just going to choose one, and then just focus on the food. Focus on the image. Whoa, there it is. That's it there. And it's about looking at the card and saying, what does that mean to me? You know, what does it mean when you're walking along, and, you know, if you were in that space, what does it mean? What do you see? That can be really important. And then the other part of this is sort of like the 2 decks in one. Got the moon card. So that's about cycles, and then you got red, so it's about staying grounded. Important to make sure that you stay grounded at all times. And trust in your intuition, trust your instincts. Ooh, all the colour flowered ones. So you could be connecting to your higher vibration as well. And know the possibilities that are available to you. facing your shadow self, and have a little bit of magic in your life. Even with everything that's going on, might feel like there's a long road ahead of you, and maybe you feel like something's blocking you off, but actually not. So there's that. So I'm just cruising, so how are you going, Eliza? Let me have a look at the linen, and then the last, and one of the decks I made was the linen mand. Whoa. So we've got the moon card came out again, and lily. And lily can be classed as to do with peace lily, you know, finding your inner peace. And to remove the confusion. So it could be about facing your fears. Facing your fears as you find some inner peace by removing the confusion. You know, getting some clarity. Lots of there could be news coming. There are news coming, news all the time, about public places. And here we have the snake about trouble. So being aware of the news in regards to public places and trouble, about could be troubled people, troubled places. So we're talking about troubled places. So this is the linen mand deck that I created, and with this deck you will find child and children. We've got child and children. Okay, there's men. There should be two. So there's two men. Okay. And there's two women. You can see that hopefully. There's that. Two women. And you'll also find a querent and partner. So I have added extra cards. You know, you've got an extra man and woman, got child or children if you want. But if you don't want the men and woman in the deck, you can also have querent and partner. So, and with the querent and the partner, you'll get both sort of shadow aspects of male and female. So there's like no gender on the cards. They can be whatever you want them to be. And the man and the woman, I've got quite shadowy aspects of it. And then with the woman, she's got a face covered here, so you can't really tell too much. And then the man, you've got his back to him, so it doesn't really say what sort of guy he is. So it's a bit more open to diversity, if you like. I sort of wanted to be a bit more open to that, and that's why I sort of got, this is actually my daughters, and then this one's just children as well. So yeah, that's the linen mand deck as well. If you're interested in linen mand. And then the other deck I made is the Lotteria deck. Now Lotteria deck was traditionally a bingo game, and they started to use it for divination. Well, I decided to make my own deck for fun. I'm still learning the riddles and that to them, but I think I could read this any way I wanted. I think I find if I'm doing a reading for some, you know, for a friend or something, I find I just do the my own interpretations. I don't stick too much to the traditional, because there's many thoughts in what they actually mean. There's no actual set meanings for these cards. You look at the riddles and what do the riddles mean to you. And to me, it's a lot of. I haven't had the since I had my being paralysed down one side a couple of years ago. I've found now that my memory is not as strong as it used to be. So with systems like this that are a bit confused, you know, with riddles and things like that. Well, that's supposed to be La Rapa. I made a mistake there, so I did redo the edition on Make Playing Cards. And I realised for some reason it's gone through like that. So yeah, and I used the bandera, the flag. I didn't New Zealand flag. So I just found images that I quite liked that were common, you know, that were like images that I was allowed to use. Just to show you. So that's a Lotteria deck anyway. Show you some of the images. So I do read them, but more like an oracle deck than a Lotteria, really. I mean, if I'm just mucking around at home for myself, I will. Got the bonnet. To me, it's about cover and protection. Then you've got the palm tree, and that sort of reminds me of being, you know, super tall, but it can also be sort of a sense of summer. You know, maybe a place that's hot. You know, thinking of a warm place. So staying protected. Maybe being involved with the weather on some sort. Maybe you feel like the weather's going to be warm, you're all going to a warm place. And el borracho, like a drunk. This could be about being careful about what you drink. You know, being aware. Don't allow yourself to party too hard. You might need to keep your wits about you. And el soldado, which is the soldier, and to me that's about could be like military position, could be a sense of needing to sort of have the discipline in a way. And el corazón, which is the heart, so that could be about love, you know, remembering to, you know, you might need to be disciplined and remembering to open your heart to others. And then we have la muerte, of course, which is la muerte, which is like the death, but then you think of it as like things ending, you know, things shifting. It could be a sense of like things changing in your life, so there could be some changes around you, you know. And I look at this and I'm thinking, oh, you know, I'm not really going to go. Anyway, Scorpio is like something stinging, something poison, so something to be poisoned around you. And el comparejo, which is like a water jug, so that could be about nurture, you know, it could be about making sure you stay dehydrated, making sure you stay rehydrated, making sure that you take care of yourself, and that sort of thing as well. So basically that's my Lotteria deck. I know it's not traditional Lotteria meanings, but anyway, just wanted to show you some of my decks that I made. And if anyone wants a reading, just tell me what deck they want and what question they have, because these all go with questions. So yeah, just what questions you have and what are you interested in, and I don't know who's actually here or what's actually going on. But I've had a lot of trouble with YouTube today. Well, I think it's just with the settings, with everything going on, with not enough staff to check the videos, and who knows. Life's a bit crazy at the moment. So yeah, there's a few messages shared there, and just with what's going on. Hi, Seashell. An oracle? Yeah, certainly. Okay, lots of different decks we've got. These are decks that I've used. Oh, Lady Blind Wolf, yep, certainly. I don't know what deck you want me to use. We've got Crossroads Oracle, Lotteria, Lenormand, which is really good. We've got Crossroads Oracle, Vesta's deck, Oracle deck. Esther's Art Tarot deck. So, oh, I forgot to show you, and I do playing cards. These are playing cards as well, with my artwork on them. Okay, Lady Blind Wolf, let's see. Will your kids start acting like a family? I think the best one for that one would most probably be the Leninmand, and we'll focus on the children. I'll do the Leninmand deck for that one. If I just do this, I'm just going to do two things, Lady Blind Wolf. So let's just do the kids here. Children. Let's just look. Just will they start acting like family? Interesting. Having faith. It's like you. It's got the querent being you, and it's got the cross, which talks about having faith. So it's like you need to have faith in regards to the children. Oh, and here we got, it's like you need to set up like a contract. Got rings, which is like a contract, like joining together. I'm going to do a crossroads card in a minute, but I just wanted to, I feel like you need to have faith, but it's like you need to set up a contract. It's like having faith in the contract. And things, yep, definitely, it's got flowers here. So I feel like things will come together. So let's just have a look at the Crossroads Oracle. I don't know where the tarot deck is now. I'm just going to just try different, just see what the different decks come up with. Okay, things coming into fruition through healing. Feels like there's got to be a lot of healing being done. A lot of cleansing away of the stuff that they're holding on to. Feel like the kids are holding on to stuff and they need to clean that away and get the sense of healing and knowing that things will come into fruition. Oh, again the cross card. So again having faith and everything's going to be okay. Out of the darkness into the light. So it definitely feels like with cleansing away, healing, having faith, definitely the contract, and that will be quite important with the kids. You know, they have a contract that they will do what's necessary. Yeah. It's like the kids need to understand what's happening around in the world. Again, we've got the Star card, which is about letting the truth, you know, it's a reality check. It's allowing you to sort of have hope in what's coming and what's happening. And it's like the kids need to look at what's being what are you sacrificing for them? You know, the kids need to understand what you've sacrificed for them and what they can do to handle it. I think that's really important. Yeah, I understand they kind of hate each other, but they need to get over it. There is too much hatred in the world. There's too much sickness, and there's too much. They have to understand what's happening in the world about it. And what would happen if something, you know, the worst case scenario happened. You know, the kids need to understand that and to have a sense of clarity about what's actually going on. And I think it's going to help with the healing process. I think they really need to understand what's actually going on. Depends on how old they are, of course. They're just going to, you know, come back and have a listen, you know, have a re-listen to what I've said. I think it's definitely about the kids. They need to have a contract written up and you need to have faith and know that they need to cleanse away. It does talk about cleansing away all that stuff. They do need the healing. So I think it will happen. but there's a lot of work to do. They have a lot of work, Lady Blind Wolf. There's a lot of work needing to be done. Okay, seashell. 23 and 19. There's a lot of work to be done, but they can do it. But they've got to choose it. You know, it's there. It's a possibility of them working it out, but they have the work to do. Okay, seashell, what was your question? Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of work for them to do, but they will get there, but it's up to them. They have free will. That's the thing. Okay, seashell, what question did you have? So I'm just looking to see whether seashell has a question. Oh, I know the frames keep dropping. Internet. Well, we can try Prism tonight, but this wouldn't work. So I'll try again tomorrow. You know, take a breath. Welcome, sit a while, take a breath. Okay. Just waiting for Seashell's question. Yeah, Lady Blind Wolf, I really feel like your kids have got a lot of work to do. They can do it, they can achieve it, they can achieve a sense of family unit, but they have got the work to do. They've got the healing that needs to be done. They need to come up with a contract or something they can move forward with. There has to be an agreement. There's too much stuff going on in the world for family not to be, you know, not to take care of each other. You know? Family is really important at this time. So I'm not sure what's happening with Seashell. I haven't had another message from her. So, Lady Blind Wolf, while you're here, let's have a look at the chakras. This is sort of part of another deck. This is not like just the cards, but they do come with another. Okay, this one here, when you look at this image, tell me what that means to you. This is like your, you know, this is like a bubble, or a, you know, like a puddle of some water that can be seen reflecting. But you might have your own interpretation. Okay, Lady Blind Wolf, from my artwork. Let's see. Oh. So this is my art. So looking at the image, what does it make you feel like? You know, what does it mean to you? What do you see? What colours stand out? What does the, you know, what does the image look like? Hi, Jen. I'm showing my tarot and oracle decks I made. So I've left that. That's for that. Okay. Jen, that's my tarot deck. If you haven't already seen it. Let's see. That's my Tower card. My High Priestess. It's my Lovers. Chariot. Devil. These are all the minors. Oh, except for the healing card, that's the Magician. Oops, upside down. I can see it, but not sure. Emperor. Oh, that's my World card. Two of discs. That's 4. Oh, that's the like the guide or the Hierophant. Empress. Wheel. The Fool. Judgment. 3 of Pentacles. 3 of Cups. Page of Swords. King of Pentacles. Page of Cups. The Moon. 2 of Swords. 3 of Swords. That's the Knight discs. 5 of Cups. 10 of Wands. 7 of Wands. 6 of Cups. Oh, that's 7 of discs. 2 of Cups. King of Cups. Page of Cups. 6 of Wands. It's a Death card. Ace of Wands. Queen of Wands. 8 of Swords. 4 of Cups. See, and then there's a missing cup. There's 3. You can sort of see 3 and 1 sort of missing. So it's like, oh, you're missing the opportunity, you know. There's always different, little bit of different aspects with it. That's a Knight. That's Temperance. That's Justice, Strength, the Sun, Hermit. That's 9 of Cups. 8. That's 8 of Wands. Ace of Swords. 9 of Swords. 10 of Swords. King of Swords. Ace of Cups. Oh, King of Wands. Sorry. Ace of Cups. Yeah, it just goes on. That's 2. That's my 7 of Cups. So yeah, 4 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, Ace of Discs, 8 of Cups, Page of Discs. Oh, that's my Hanged Man. He's already gone. They're all available on, I put them on Make playing cards. I printed them out for myself, did different sizings and left some on it. So there's that, okay? So that's the tarot deck, Jen. And this is the oracle deck that goes with it. So there's Tower, Crossroads, Transformation, Out of the Darkness into the Light, Star, Surrender, Strength, Sun, Moon, Light, Tree, Letter, Cleanse, Cross, Heartbroken, Clover, House, Abstract Thinking, Ship, Fruition, Shield, Love, Secrets, Healing, Angel, and Mask. So that's the tarot and oracle deck together for that one, right? Then okay. So that's water, that's earth, that's fire, and air, basically the backgrounds. And they just sort of slightly change with, like that's a Knight of Air. I want to show you the Page of Water. The reason I want to show you the Page of Water, Queen of Water. I think I've got it. There's a couple of ones that weren't really, oh there it is. Page of Water. That's my baby, that's one of my baby girls. So that's that. And then, so that's your minor arcana, right? So I think that's all the minors there. Let me just put those to one side, right? That's the minors. Okay, here's the majors. Devil, Emperor. It's very abstract. Wheel of Fortune, the Lovers, Temperance, Transformation, which is 13, the Hierophant, the Magician, the Hermit, the Sun, the Star, the World, the Tower, Justice, the Fool, which has a sort of in the background my son. This one, the High Priestess, is me, hidden in there. The Moon. The Empress is Letitia and I. Then, that's my middle daughter. Then the Hanged Man, Awakening, Strength, Chariot. So that's it, right? So that's the Vesta's Art tarot deck. Now I made this in 2015, okay, and last year or the year before, I can't remember if it was last year or the year before, might have been the year before, a friend of mine printed them out for me and got them laminated, and then last year I put them on to make playing cards and haven't yet printed them out properly yet. But in the meantime, this is the Oracle deck that I'd made in that I did in 2015 as well, on just digital. And then this is the Meri, which is like massage, you know, healing and stuff like that. Time to be crazy, clear the heart, time to rest, darkness and shadow self, abstract thinking, hope and dreams, surrender, harmonization brings illumination, awaken my inner joy, peace and bliss, and a peace and alignment, open to receive, open the door to new possibilities, push ahead, explosion of thought, spiral of life, triple goddess, how do you choose to react in this situation, your choice, balance, thank you, look with awareness, stay focused, sacredness, spiritual transformation, warped perception. Yep, Seashell. Oh, that's what I was waiting for, just a question. I was waiting for your question, Seashell. Yep, just give me a question and I'll do you a letter. I'll do you a reading. Nature, sit in silence, higher thinking, I within truth. Reflection on what is of value to you, look within to find the answers. Divine intelligence awaits my inner joy through self-love and unconditional love. And it goes on, Jen. So that's what I've been up to. So, playing with them today. So yeah, that was those tarot decks. Oh, this is the Lotteria deck that I made, Jen. Yep, just waiting for seashells. So I made a Lotteria deck. Advice for the business I want to go into with husband. Okay. Okay, advice for the business. Well, it looks good. Stars come up straight away. And it's got out of the darkness into the light. So it feels like there might be some trouble to begin with, but it will move into the light. And it's about security. Oh, Jen, that's not all of them. So yeah, basically, seashell, there is a sense of security in the business. It does say you're coming out of the darkness. There might be some trouble. There might be some trouble, but you will move into the light. Okay? And so let's have a look at the playing cards. That can give us a bit more. Okay, let me move these to one side. Okay, playing cards. First one we got is, whoa, interesting. Long-term plans make being happy at home. So this is talking about long-term plans and being happy at home. So make sure you got everything planned. Make sure you're doing everything as well in regards to the business, okay? Next one says, be practical and be organised. There's solves issues and two sides to every coin. So just making sure that you're practical and you've got everything sorted that you need to do. And that's going to make everything worthwhile. So it's like double check and triple check. And it talks about trusting your intuition. And it's like there's a new level of awareness within the relationship as well. Okay. And Joker says, a Joker is sort of talking about things moving ahead. It's like taking a bit of a risk. It is a bit of a risk, but it's all about making sure that you've done all the planning that you need, that you're practical, you've got all your organisation, you're trusting in your intuition as well. But I love this, you've got long-term plans, so make sure you've got long-term plans, be organised and be practical in everything that you're doing, and that's going to allow you to solve the issues. So like I said, there might be some trouble, but I think with this it's going to be a lot easier. It is a sense of security. It is about making sure you're happy at home as well, and the house. So one more, I think, for the card. So, yeah, temporary. There could be some temporary worry and disappointment, but I think you're going to be a-okay with that. Okay. So what we do first. Okay, let's have a look up in here. That's me just being clumsy. Okay, photo, there it is. Okay, it might be about working with your crown chakra. Might be really important because there is a lot of possibilities to where you want to be. There might be a lot of possibilities to where you want to be. Okay, so now let's have a look at the artwork and see what message do you find for yourself. Okay, so just choose. Oh, here we go. What is this card here? Let me take the other cards out of the way so it's just that one. So have a look at this one here and tell me, seashell, what do you see? You know, this is about your, you know, this deck here that I've made. This is my artwork, and this is about what do you see? You know, what is the pathway telling you? You know, what do you actually see in the image? For me, I see this as like a wolf sort of creature in some way, but you may see something. I don't know whether you'll see that or whether you'll see something else or what, but basically it's about seeing what's in the image. So yeah, Jen, I think there's about, I think I've made about 18 or so decks personally, and I think I put about a dozen on make playing cards. There's quite a few. There's Oracle of Passion, which I haven't done yet, which I haven't printed out yet, and the Love Oracle I haven't printed out yet, Interaction Oracle, Nature Spirits Oracle. So there are some decks that I haven't printed out yet. See the pathway coming. Let's see if I can get this. I'm trying to see if I can get this here. Here we go. Yeah. Ah, too high up. There you go. And that's the card there. I'll show you a bit closer. So yeah, have a look at that. So Jen, yeah, this is the with my artwork on it, Jen. So you can see. When you have a look at the images, and you look at them from different angles, and they'll, you know, it's different things you might see. So yeah, it's just about my artwork anyway. I did it for me. So it means I've got a different deck to sort of work with people. Like that one there. That one. Yeah. Oh, I used Magix and GIMP. Used different programs. All sorts of programs I used for my art. And this is my Leninmand Jen. The Leninmand deck I made. Photos, some of them are photos I took and some are from, what's it called? I can't remember. Just like a clip art that you can get for, you can use. Star, deer, mountain, house. That's Lola, Mum's dog. Oh, okay, and then there's woman, ship, stork, rings, letters, mice, the woman card. See how I've done two women, there's a child, there's a partner, path or road, coffin, there's man. Oh, and there's child and children. Whip, tower, anchor, moon, lily, and another man, and then a querent. So there's two men, two women, a partner, and a querent. So there's two men and two women, and then there's a partner and a querent, and then there's a child and a children. Oh, okay, from canvas to card, basically the best thing to do is to get a really good, either scan it onto your computer. Okay, wish I had the scanner, I would have scanned mine, but I didn't at the time. Most of these were just, these were photos, it's not so bad. So you can either scan it, or scan the canvas, or take a photo. I think scanning it would be your better bet from the canvas if you've got like a decent scanner, or get somebody who can scan it from a large printer that will hold the whatever size, or get it a paint, I don't know whether you can paint an A4 or something like that, or otherwise if it's going to paint an A3 then you're going to have to get somebody who's got a large printer, scan it onto the computer, upload it to say Canva. If you upload it to like canva.com, you can have the correct size, whether she's going to do it on a tarot size. Okay, so put it onto a tarot size, and then from the tarot size, then she can, if you just want to print off one, go to make playing cards. Okay, if you want to do something a bit more professional, then it's going to have to be a publisher or something like that. But basically, for me, I just did it from make playing cards, and then it's print on demand. And if anyone wants them, they're there. So yeah, I hope that sort of helps. Oh, my original artwork from my deck, from my tarot deck, this was black paper. Here, I'll show you. Oh, where's the folder? Jen, are you ready? Can you see? Oh yeah. Let me move that under a bit. There you go. Just move the table a bit for now. So there's the full. See? That's my high priestess. My guide. So they're all in order. There's the lovers. Chariot. So there. And then I just uploaded them, and I think I want to scan them. I might redo them and scan it, and redo some of the cards on Make Playing Cards, because I think if I scan it I might get better imagery than from my photos, because the photos were a bit wonky. That's the devil card there. Look at the eyes, how bright that looks. Wow, here's the tower. I was so pleased when I did the tower. So yeah, just to show you the mages anyway. And I think the other one I really liked, not the wands, not worried about that. Just want to show you one more. No, not that one. I wasn't very, this is the ones I sort of started with the early edition, and then you can see as I moved through the suits, they sort of improved, some of them. But what I do want to show you, where is it? Swords. It was my Ace of Swords. You know? And my Three of Swords. And then if I go into the other one I quite liked, two. So you can see that's my original Five of Pentacles, and so that's why I think I want to scan it. I think I might get better imagery. I don't know. Photos weren't too bad, but okay, that's my angel. So abstract thinking, crossroads. Some of the pictures I did. Some I didn't use for cards. It's a heartbreak one. Oh, that's me mucking around. Love. See, and then I did this stupid, I don't know why I did that, but anyway, I did. These ones I wrote on. Oh, here, chained. What's missing? I didn't see. Oh, this is some of my other artwork, Jen. Some of my original artwork. That's some of my other artwork that I did. My digital art. Yeah. Sound. Goes on. Sure. Thanks, Jean. So yeah, it's my art. Whew, it's hot. I had so much. Oh, I had a lot of my videos, Jen, were being deleted because because things are going a bit crazy and they're not all staff aren't working. So the computer system that they had set up on YouTube was deleting my videos. I had to talk to them, so hopefully it's sorted. So yeah, that's my art. I saw you made your runes. I thought they were quite cool. But we can't have the wood coming in here, Jen. Otherwise I would have ordered a set, but we're not allowed the wood into New Zealand. They have to be made here. New Zealand's so strict on agricultural. Yeah, New Zealand's really strict on the agricultural side of it, like with food and plants and things like that, and wood's regarded as plant, of course, as tree, and it can carry bugs and things, even though I know it's been treated or whatever, you know. As far as they're concerned, no. Yeah, I wanted some oil from somebody, but because it had rose petals in it, couldn't get it. So yeah, I don't know whether you wanna. I've given you lots of this. Yeah. See, we've gone up to 39 now. 39. We've had 39 people infected. One in Hawke's Bay, one in where I live, one in Hawke's Bay. But the guy was really good. Like he self-isolated straight away. As soon as he started to feel unwell, when he arrived home, he was already self-isolating. Just dropped a card. Let's have a look. The card was being helpful, responsible and supportive. Oh, I was just talking about that guy being... Yeah, sure. Ask a specific question. Yeah, sure. Go for it. Yep, be as specific as you like. Oh no! She's got it. Okay. Oh, I know. I'll use my Lotteria deck. I'll use the Lotteria for that question. Find it's quite specific. Okay, is my current work path the right one at the moment? Is my current work path, okay, is Jen's current work path the right one at the moment? Okay. Are you talking about your day job? Your normal job? Okay. Is Jen's current work path the right one at the moment? I keep getting your shifting, like in your psychic awareness. I'm talking about in your not physically shifting. Oh, what was that? El pescado, salmon. Okay, salmon to me is like you needing to go against the grain. Yeah, you don't go. It's like you need to do something that's against what was expected of you. That's what I get with the salmon. Salmon to me is always about going against the grain. You know how a salmon goes upriver against the flow? So it's like you needing to go against the flow of what's expected of you. Yeah. Okay, the bell. Okay, bell. Let me have a think. Let me see what other card comes up with that one. El caballero, which is like the gentleman type thing, like the nice gentleman. So it's like you're being I feel like I'm getting like you need to open new doorways. I feel like there's something else pushing you in another direction, not as expected. And I'm wondering if it's to do with a gentleman. Somebody is sort of pushing. Somebody else is going to push you in a different direction. El melon. Okay, and I get sort of a tangy thing with this one. So it's unusual. For me, I feel like this is unusual. This is different. It's not what's expected of you. It's like somebody only comes to you when they need you, right? It's the prickly pear. Okay? Somebody only comes to you when they want to see the flower, so to speak. Somebody only wants to go to the prickly pear when they want to see the flower, right? That's what I feel like you feel about what you're doing now. The bonnet, so you're going to be protecting, covering yourself. It feels like you're covering yourself in some way, covering all your bases. Melting pot. Okay. And ladder. So this is like everything sort of coming together as you move up new levels of awareness. So I feel overall that you're going to be opening up new doorways by moving in a direction that's not expected of you. Yeah, I know what your job is. You know, I was trying not to say too much on the video in case somebody sort of, yeah, that's good. So I feel like you're going to be pushed into a new direction. Definitely feel like it's like you're moving into a new direction. Just for, I don't know whether it's temporary or I'm sort of not getting it. Like I'm sort of getting like you taking a temporary step back, a step away. So let's have a look. See what the tarot cards say. So you looked at those. So let me just put them to one side. Don't want them to be there. Just put them here. Okay, so just take a second. Take a breath. Let's see. What do the cards say in regards to Jen moving in a new direction, being pushed, doing something that people don't expect, like opening new doorway. Oh, there we go. Okay, we've got the Hanged Man. Okay, we've got the Hermit. Okay, you've got the Hanged Man and the Hermit. Okay, what else are you going to tell me about Jen's job? What else can you tell me about Jen's job in the future? I think especially with what's going on at the moment, temporary. I wondered that. Okay, so you've got the three. Here's the Three of Wands, right? Three of Wands is all about taking a pause, taking a moment, taking a breath to acknowledge that you're moving in a new direction. I feel like you're moving in a new direction to a goal, right? So you've got the Hanged Man here, but it's like you are looking at, you know, what have you sacrificed? What options are available to you? Are you ready to sort of cut away? It's like he's gone from being hung. It's like he's made the decision to move on. Like someone's cut his rope and said to him, hey look, you need to disappear fast, you need to go, you need to move in the direction that you want, so you don't feel trapped in where you are. So it's like you need to make a decision. Are you ready to move your path slightly so that you can have some time for reflection and meditation? I feel like you need to take some time to meditate and reflect so you can gain the knowledge that you need, so that you can actually look at what you've actually achieved and look at the direction you actually want to move in. If you know what I mean? It's like you've got to make that decision to move away, to stop hanging around. I get a sense of no longer hanging around. Oh, here we go. Interesting. You've got two of Wands as well. So really the world's your oyster, basically. Especially if you're working from home, Jen. I feel like the world's your oyster. you've got so much to offer, and there are some major decisions that does need to be made. So yeah, I feel like there's going to be a shift. I feel like you're going to be pushed in a new direction. It's like you're going to be cut away from where you are, and it's going to allow you to move into a new direction. Could be unexpected, but it's definitely there, and it's going to give you time to meditate, reflect on where you actually want to go. So it is going to cause some major, yeah. So does that make sense for you right now? Okay, so let's do you an art card and see what you see. What do you see? What does Jen see as she moves ahead? What does Jen see as she moves ahead? Here we go. Whoa. There you go, Jen. Can you see that? Is that clear? Let me move it up to you. Let me see if I can do this right. Because I always move things too high or too... Can you see that, Jen? So take a deep breath and look at this card. It doesn't really show the colour, but it will give you an idea of maybe the design. Because the colours are a bit brighter than the image. I wonder if I can just... What will happen if I actually turn this light? Whoops! Oh, that's a bit... Oh, that's better. Oh, in between maybe. It's like I need the light, but not that much light. So if you can see that. Yeah, there's a lot of green and pink with yellow, with a bit of yellow in it. So I feel like you're growing into new directions and you're blossoming. So yeah, think about that. A little... I don't know about this lighting of mine. I'm terrible. I can't wait to get a new camera and might invest in some lights at some stage. I told you about my cousin giving me the money, didn't I? Everything. So there's that, Jen. Now let's look at your chakras. You almost see a face. Yeah, well, yeah. A lot of times people do with this deck. Whoa, that's the other card there. So there's a lot about self-expression. Ooh, magic in your life, Jen. I'm just playing because I don't know who else is here. So I'm just giving you some messages and you can... Okay. Make sure you have balance, Jen. Balance and look with awareness. And freedom. I think you're moving towards some freedom. Oh, it's been over an hour. Didn't even realise. Okay. Removing the mask of what people expect of you. Yeah, I know you're at a crossroads. Sun shining on the situation. See what animal. See what animal. Oh, your dog's sitting for your parents. It's alright, you got ladybird. So you might have to look up the properties of ladybird. Oh, you're welcome. Please. So, ladybird, yep, ladybird. That was good. Lots of different messages. Yeah, I'm going to have an early night. I'm not going to be on for much longer now. I just wanted to show my decks and have a play and... That's cool. Take care, Jen. Take care. Oh, you're welcome. I'm just gonna... I think I might have an early night, watch a little bit of TV. Yeah, what's tomorrow? Saturday. So, oh, Becca's Friday night, doesn't she? Tomorrow morning at about 10 o'clock for me. Since you normally do 9 p.m. for her, 10 o'clock for me. So what's that for you? Got Becca's Friday night chat in the morning, Jen. Just trying to think what time would that be for you. If it's 10 for me, it must be about 7 for you or something. Are you 3 hours behind me, or? Yeah, it must be about 7, I think. I think we normally get out. Rebecca's chats, isn't it right? Oh, God, yep, I think I'm going to call it quits. Been an hour and 40, an hour and 40. An hour and 15, I mean. Right, I think that's about it. It is finished. Just enjoying, just chilling. Oh, my feet are a bit swollen today. Right, that's it. That's the end of me, I think. So let me go and click off.